There will soon be $8 trillion on the market. Also, a meeting between the SEC and Blackrock, which could be hidden or not, could mean that the huge gains are coming soon. Is tomorrow going to be a good day for the crypto market for Shiba Inu, or is it going to be another bad day? People who own Shiba Inus, get ready and line up your ducks. Even though I don't know if it will be good or bad, I know it will be interesting. All I ask is that you smile at me, hit the like button, and do the Shiba shake with someone if you can. Shiba Inus are getting closer and closer to that 1,000 level. Around 97 is a more volatile place. I believe that the 978 resistance is better than the 1,000 resistance. This is where we'll watch Shiba Inu and the rest of the Bitcoin market. It was written here that Bitcoin's futures open interest on CME dropped by $930 million yesterday, the biggest single drop since the Blackrock ETF filing. This happened after briefly hitting new all-time highs on Friday. Indeed, the Bitcoin futures fell by a large amount, which could mean that some people are pulling their money out of the market. There's a little less risk here, but it's still pretty high. There are still $4.5 billion worth of people interested. It was around $2 billion on October 9, 2016 here. That's 50% less, right? In 2 months, it's grown by 100%. The thing that interests you, right? But this number went down a lot, like people were taking some of the juice off the table before the end of the year. It could be because people are starting to make money again. It might look like some people lost money, but they then make up for it with the money they made from other things. In fact, every country. It's not the same. In the US, you can only take a part, whether it's long-term or short-term. Like where I live, you get 6 years and it goes with you. This means that if you lose, you can carry the loss forward 6 years. That's always a good idea, and you can do it for the whole amount. Let's say you lost $1 million and made $1 million. So you don't have to pay any taxes on anything during that 6-year term. It's not quite the same in the US. This is true no matter where you live in the world. That's taking place. Of course, people do sometimes take out money before Christmas, but that's usually in a country that enjoys Christmas, right? Not every place in the world enjoys Christmas. So, it will be interesting to see if there is a rise at the end of the year. Again, though, people may be taking a little money off the table because the ETFs might not be approved. We'll talk about that soon. What else could have caused the drop yesterday? Shiba Inu users, as well as the drop in Shiba Inus, Bitcoin, in the cryptocurrency market. We talked about the fact that Senator Warren presented her bill, or rather, she brought it up again. And that might have been a sign. My idea was that she told her friends, hey, let's do this, which is what we were talking about. Then, when the news comes out, the crypto market will go crazy because it will know that she has backed a lot of bills. And since 2015, none of them have passed. We shouldn't be too scared of her supporting a bill, right? Just letting you know. It shouldn't be that scary, Okay, then. In this case, though, what's interesting is that $4 trillion in private cash is sitting by. There are 4 trillion right now. Did I say 8 trillion in the beginning? I believe I said 8 trillion. It's 4 trillion if I said 8 trillion. I need to watch that again. I'm going to dub over it. Okay, then. 4 billion. No. That's a lot of cash. From 2000 on, you can see that there was only about 500 grams of dry powder. It was still only about 3 trillion in 2020. The total amount of money we have now comes from private loans, infrastructure, real estate, and private equity. This doesn't necessarily mean that it will hit the market. This isn't all about crypto or the stock market. But a lot of it will get in. That's a lot of money, it doesn't matter how big it is. Okay, then. And we're talking about for a long time. Okay, then. We're getting ready. We'll find out what the Fed wants to do tomorrow. Okay, then. There is a 97% chance that he will leave it alone. What he says this time might not be what could move the markets. That's what he talks about the next time. Okay, then. Also, this website is making my computer have some issues. Let's end it. It looks like their JavaScript is broken or something is using a lot of resources. That's why I think what he says tomorrow, not the fact that he's going to keep interest rates the same, is more likely to move the markets. I think more about what he's going to say in the next 6 months or a year. He is most likely going to talk about next year and do a recap of the year. And the markets might change because of it. The markets like to guess what will happen next. Okay, then. So if the markets know for sure what will happen in 6 months, they become very optimistic. It's very risky for people to put money into the markets if they don't know what will happen in the next 6 months. Okay, then. So, that's something we need to think about. The market often thinks about what will happen in the future. Okay, then. Coin market and stock market. It will be interesting to see what goes on now. Before we talk about what Blackrock has been up to, I want to remind you of our partner Bybit, which lets you start investing in the cryptocurrency market. As a special offer from me, if you sign up through the link in my description, you can trade $500 worth of Dogecoin for free. If your business makes money, you get to keep the money. It's okay if you lose the $500. There is no action. You do need to put down $100. Before you start buying, please be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, you can just play with the $500, which is pretty much free money. Don't forget, though, that this is not a bank account. It's not a bank account. Also, please be careful. It's possible to lose all of your money. It is no longer there. Even more so if you use things like leverage. Recently, I've seen a lot of YouTubers post about these influence sites. It's good, but there is a huge chance of failure. And it's pretty much just betting. Just be careful. Please trade in a smart way. As we speak, BlackRock met with the SEC for the 3rd time yesterday to talk about the details of its spot Bitcoin ETF. As you can see, the talk was about the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC's plan to change Nasdaq Rule 5711D so that trade shares of the iShared Bitcoin Trust could be listed. This is the 3rd time. Also, this is cool. They say that this needs to be changed over and over again. If there weren't problems, they wouldn't be meeting. It's clear that they want to get this done, BlackRock, because they wouldn't be meeting. They mean business about getting it done. This seems to be something the SEC really wants to do right. I hope it gets done. I hope the crypto market does well. Will these ETFs help the crypto market in the long run? I'm not sure. A lot of people don't like the big money that's coming in the long run. That person who invests could make a lot of money in the short term, but in 5 or 10 years, the people on the other side might be worse off. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm not sure what will happen next. In the past, for instance, when gold ETFs first came out, gold prices went up a lot. We'll see. The price of Bitcoin could drop in half at the same time as the parabolic run that was planned or would have happened without the Bitcoin ETF.